Good morning, sunshines, and happy Monday. This is Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Monday, the 19th of July, I want to say. This is episode 22 of BunniPhish Crafts, and let's do the vloggy stuff, because this is a vlog style podcast. Every once in a while, I sit down and record like a podcast part that I pop into the vlogs, but I don't do that very much anymore because it just doesn't fit into my life. So, today, the plan is summer school, obviously. Not obviously, it's not like you know my summer school schedule, but it's another week of summer school, so I'll be doing that today. And then, if the children, my personal at-home children, have their to-do lists done when I get home, which is totally doable, then we are going to go to the park and the library before we go pick up Patrick. If they do not, then I'm going to be cranky and I'm going to have to make them finish their lists, and then we're going to have to quick run to the library and pick up Patrick. So, I'm crossing my fingers that they'll just do their list. It's not that hard. Well, hi friends. It's Monday evening and I'm hanging out at the yarn shop. I have a class shortly. I'm not hanging out. I'm here. I came in early so I could sit down with you and record because I feel like, especially the past 2 weeks where it was a smushed vlog, I was running around a little like a chicken with its head cut off, if I'm being honest. So let's have a little chat about some of the things that I have been working on. I finished yesterday this sock. So this is Thelonious by Cookie A, and it is beautiful. It has lace that converges and travels, and you can see, well, not with my bracelet underneath, you can't see, but so it's got these lace panels that converge. I love Cookie A's patterns because they look really complicated, but they're really not that complicated. Which is how I was able to do the entire foot of the sock yesterday. That's what this indicates. It was sock week last week, and the challenge is to knit one adult sock in a week, and I wanted to use that to kick myself into gear for knitting these Cookie A socks that I want to knit. I have a goal for the year to knit 3 pair. So here's sock 106 of Cookie A patterns. But yeah, as you can see, like, that's the foot, and it wasn't even like late in the day that I finished the sock. I finished it at probably like 5 p.m. and that was with working on other things. The yarn that I'm using is Penguin Soup. Something about Loch Ness is the colorway. I have pictures of the tag. I will put them in the video right here. Look at how pretty that lace is. I just love it. Even in this, kind of variegated ponding, pooling yarn, I think these are going to be so pretty. They're socks for me. And yeah, apparently this is the year of socks for me. I've been knitting myself a lot of socks, not very many for other people. I have been working on the Talk socks, which is knit out of Shipwreck Sheep. I don't have them with me. I'll put in a picture here so that you can see how they're going. They're my work project because they're pretty simple. It's just a tiny bit of counting and I can knit on them while I'm walking around the classroom. So if that sock takes me the entire 4 weeks of summer school, so be it. It's fine. Its deadline is Christmas, so I'm not really that worried about it. The other thing, well, the things that I've been working on the most are modular projects, but those will be at the end. P.S. Have you been submitting for all the small things? There are a handful of you who have, and yay, I'm so glad you're playing along. But if you are not, All the Small Things is a knit along that I'm hosting that anything you finish counts as an entry. I did a whole video about it. I'll put in a card right up here so you can go to that video and check it out. But yeah, so every mitered square, for instance, on my blanket counts, or a granny square counts, or a hexapuff, or a little flower motif. Those are all things that I'm working on that count. A stripe on a blanket counts. So if you're doing a granny stripe blanket, 1 stripe counts. That is a new rule this year that I'm allowing that. But I had several people ask, and yeah, sure, a stripe can count. Why not? It's a thing that you get to the end of. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's look at my stats, shall we? This is how I'm keeping track. The first column is the date. The second column is how many small things I finished. And then the third column is how many remnants of yarn I used. So I am at 89 things finished, not including yesterday. Is that right? Did I forget? Yeah, not including yesterday. So 89 plus 4, because I finished 4 things yesterday, one of them being this sock. So a single sock counts. What did I say? 4 plus 89 is 93. My goal for everything is 240. So 240 by the first week of September. I'm on track for that. That breaks down to 3 things a day, and I have been more or less keeping up with that. Like some days I do only 1 thing or 0 things, but then some days I do 4 or 6, so I'm on track. Remnants used up, I have 29. I'm a little behind on my goal. My goal is 80. I think it will be totally doable. What I need to do is pick up my smaller mini skeins. So what I have been doing is I've been using bigger mini skeins, like 10-gram minis and stuff. And, you know, those go all the way through a lot of blankets. But if I pick up my 5-gram minis, then those will go into like 2 blankets and be done. And the mini will be all used up. So that's what I need to do. That's what I will be doing later when I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to work on these remnants. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well on my goals for all the small things. And if you are playing along, fantastic. If you have not yet played along, come play along. Anything that you have finished since June 18th, June 19th? Well, now I said June 18th, so if you finished it on June 18th, I'll count it. Anything that you finished on or after that day, doesn't matter when you started it, counts as a finished thing. So you can either send me an email to BunniPhishRaffle@gmail.com, that'll be linked below, or tag on Instagram with the hashtag BPHSmall21 and mention me in the post or in the comments so that I know to come look for you, and I will let you know that I saw it and you'll be entered. Prizes are drawn for every 100 entries. As of yesterday, we were up to 32, but I noticed that I got an email and a tag this morning, and I'm pretty sure the tag that I got on Instagram was 12 entries. So we're slowly climbing up to the first prize. I'm super excited. Why don't I talk about prizes just really quick? So there will be mini skeins available. I have 2 project bags available from Silver Shed USA. They are the orange bags from the ZK because I am not going to use it. Orange is not my color. I don't have a problem with anybody liking orange. This is driving me crazy. I have a little fuzzy. Get out, get out. Okay. I don't have a problem with anybody liking orange. It's just, for me, since high school, my best friend and I, like in high school, we went through and designated a whole bunch of things, different colors, and our bad mood color was orange. And so since high school, orange for me has just been a bad mood color. Like, I can tell her I'm having an orange day and she'll know that that means a bad mood. So yeah, for me, orange is a bad mood color. But I know so many people love orange, and the bags are really, really cute. I'm just not going to use them, and my friend wasn't going to use them. So I have 2 of those up for grabs. If they don't go for this giveaway, they'll just go for a different giveaway. Tracy sent 2 very beautiful magic ball cakes, at least one of which I'm going to give away. I might keep one of them for myself. I might give it away too. Stitch markers will be up for grabs. So yeah, just a lot of really fun prizes available if you're taking part in that. So now let's talk about the other thing that I have been working on. I last week finished the trough that I started at the ZK, and I started a trough, this trough, right after I got home from ZK. But the dyer, I'm making a sample. I'm making this as a sample for Erin of 3 Irish Girls, and I loved this color combination for the sample. She was hesitant. I didn't bring all of my ZK yarn home with me. I only brought these 2 skeins, and she sent me a backup skein in case this color combination didn't work out. So I sent her a picture of this and said, hey, I love this. What do you think? And she was like, I don't know. So this is the Luxe sock base, Luxe Adorn sock base. I'll put in a picture of the tag. I have that in my purse. This is the Bally High colorway. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll put it right here on the screen. You can make your own decision and let me know. This color is Who Needs Love When You Have Locks, I think. Again, I'll put it on the screen. So these are from her Fabulous Miss Maisel collection. I haven't seen the show because I don't watch TV, but if I watched TV, I feel like it would be something I would like. I've looked at it a few times. So anyway, I started this sample, but she sent a backup skein for the contrast color. This is Midge. And so I sent her a picture of this and I was like, hey, I love this, but I know you were hesitant, so what do you think? And she was like, would you mind swatching with Midge? And when she said that, I was like, okay, do I swatch or do I just start the shawl, because she's probably going to want it in Midge. Even if she didn't want it in Midge, it doesn't take that long to, it's not a shawl, it's a cowl. It doesn't take that long to do. So this is where I was yesterday morning. And then I did through color 2. So then I took a picture of them side by side and sent them to her, and she decided she liked Midge better, so I am going forward with Midge, and I'm not going to do Who Needs Love When You Have Locks, which I think is not the right choice. Look at how pretty that is. I mean, that's okay too, but I like this better. Which one do you like? It's okay if you don't agree with me. So I'm going to do the one that Erin likes because it's her booth, and she knows what her customers like. So it's very pretty anyway. It's just not like, I feel like this is, I mean, this is more me. That's just what it is. This is more me, but this will be nice. So yeah, that's what I have been working on. I am hoping to finish this shawl, or so there are 11 sections in Trough, and for the first 6 or 7, I think it's reasonable to try to do one a day, and then for the subsequent sections do a section every 2 days, except for section 10. I feel like that's a 3-day section, unless I'm going to the movies or something, which I might do. Strange, but Mara asked if we could go see Space Jam, and I think I'm ready to go to the movie theater. So yeah, we might do that. If we do that, I'm definitely getting this to a place. So there is no purling involved in Trough. It's one of my favorite things about this cowl. Ooh, there might be a knock on the door soon. So if I abruptly stop talking, that's what it is. My class starts soon. That's all. There's no purling. Let's talk about Trough. There's no purling. This is a garter stitch section. You work it flat, and then you start working in the round, and then you have short row sections. So if we go to the movies, I will just make sure that I am in a straight round section and have a lot to go on it, because I don't want to have like 2 rounds and then be sitting at the movie theater without something to work on. I could cast something else on, but I don't really want to. I think this would be really good movie theater knitting, especially because I don't mind the short row parts, because there is counting and stuff to keep me interested, but I don't love the plain stockinette parts because they're kind of boring for me. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually knitting section 3 from this, because I had section 3 to rip out, and I was like, well, I could rip it out, or I could just knit it into the project. It's both section 3. It should use up the same amount of yarn. Hoping. This could come back to bite me. I could have to attach yarn for like the last half of a row or something. But it's fine. And then I am going to wind locks back up on the cake and set that aside for a little while, and just continue to work with midge and bally high. Yeah, that's everything that I'm working on. I am about to finish a book. I was really trying to finish this book today because Monday has become our library day, but I didn't. We went to the park today. I didn't take any footage. But we went to the park and I was reading in the park. We weren't there for very long though. So I have about 20 pages to go. This is The Snow Queen. It is book 3 or 4 in the 500 Kingdoms series. It's book 4. The first one is The Fairy Godmother, then One Good Night, then Fortune's Fool, and then The Snow Queen. So I'm going to finish this tonight, and it's really good. I'm pretty sure that I know what the resolution is going to be. Pretty sure I figured it out, but I'm not positive. So I like it. I really like this series. Except that everybody, well, not everybody, but like almost everybody has blonde hair and blue eyes. Which is unfortunately what a lot of fantasy, when I was growing up, not so much anymore, but when I was growing up, that was like a lot of the main characters were blonde haired and blue eyed, and it just didn't love it. So anyway, that's fine. I just pretend in my head that those descriptors are not what was said, and the characters don't look like that in my head, which always causes a little bit of a disconnect when I'm reading about descriptions of people, but it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have some sushi for dinner. I'm so excited because we picked up Patrick and I was like, "Are you hungry?" And he was like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know, what do you want?" He's like, "Okay, so you want sushi. We'll just go get sushi," because I will always pick sushi. Always. So I had a deep fried avocado on the drive because Patrick was driving, so I ate that really quick. It's super, super good. I'll put what it is, I'll put the ingredients right here. So good. And now I'm going to have a roll that I haven't had before. I'm super excited about it, and I'll put that right here too. So, okay, I have to get ready for class and eat some sushi. Hello, sunshines. It is Tuesday, and it is after summer school time. So I'm walking home. I woke up for no reason at 1:15 this morning, and I thought maybe I would fall back asleep at some point. But no. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to crash at like 4 p.m. or more likely just be up until Patrick gets home late. Oh, if it's option number 2, which is likely, that probably means that tomorrow I'm gonna fall asleep at like 4 p.m. But whatever, it's fine. I was really productive. Well, I was kind of really productive in my many hours before going to work. I had a to-do list that had 12 items on it. I did 10 of them. And the only reason I didn't do the other 2 was because I don't go in my basement at night. Never have. Don't like it. Won't go in other people's basements at night unless everybody's down there. Don't like basements. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. Hopefully knock out the things on my to-do list. And I think I might try to, I have 2 bookshelves in my room, and they're disasters right now. So I would like to do those today. We shall see. We'll see how I feel when I get home. It's hot right now. It's supposed to be 90 today, so it's probably right around there. So yeah, we'll see how I feel when I get home. I might not do anything when I get home. I might just lay in bed. So, hoping to knock out my to-do list though. Hey friends. Ooh. Hey friends. So I've been home for a bit. Almost a little over an hour. And all I have done so far is watch reels on Instagram. I walked in the door. I was so motivated. I just really wanted to shower before I did anything. And Gabriel was in the shower, so I couldn't shower. And so I started looking at Instagram, and he came downstairs and he was like, "Okay, Mom, I'm done." And I was like, "Mm-hmm." I kept looking at Instagram. So now I've showered, and the things I need to do are draft an Instagram post and go through one of the boxes in the basement because I'm trying really hard to be good. I say it every summer that I'm going to go through the boxes in the basement. Trying to be really good about it this summer break, and so far I've gone through at least one box every week. So go through it tonight because tomorrow's garbage day, so if we're not keeping things, it can be gone. Some things get donated, some things go places that aren't garbage. But yeah, I try to do it on Tuesdays. So far that routine is working for me. So those are the 2 things that are still on my list. But I also want to go through my 2 bookshelves. So what I'm going to do, and I also need to make one more small thing today. I did 2 this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read and knit for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to do a task for 30 minutes. And I'm just going to chunk out my evening until I'm ready to pass out. And what gets accomplished, and what doesn't get accomplished, doesn't get accomplished. And it's fine. So, reading, I started a new book this morning, but I only read one page. So, this is Pinned by Sharon G. Flake, and she wrote The Skin I'm In. And I read that forever ago. Like, I don't know, elementary school, middle school. And I loved it. I was obsessed with it. I tried my hardest to get all of my friends to read it. I don't remember what it's about now off the top of my head. Like, I really, really don't remember what it was about, but I loved it. So when I saw that there was this by her, I was like, oh, well, I have to read that. I am going to start another book, though, because this is one of those paperback books that doesn't have any give to it. So it is not the type of book that I can, like, see, it's got no lay down. I can't read it while I'm knitting. So I think this is going to be my, like, right before bed reading, or sometimes I read and I don't feel like knitting. So I think I'll read this book then. So I am also going to start today Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim, and you can see that this is all sorts of flappy. So this will be able to lay open, propped open, as I knit or crochet or spin. Ooh, I finished a couple things. Let's do book related first. So we went to the library yesterday. I cannot be trusted in the library. I'm reading 10 to 15 pages of nonfiction a day. And I've been doing that since I got home from the ZK, I want to say. I've been doing that. And it's good because I want to read these nonfiction books, but I don't love just sitting down and straight reading nonfiction. I need time to process what's going on. So I'm reading about 10 pages a day, and I write it on my daily to-do list, what page I want to get to. So I set that all up on Sundays for starting on Mondays. And when I set up this week, I realized that I would be finishing the book next week, the nonfiction book that I have. That's the only one that I have on my to be read shelf. So I was like, okay, I'll go pick up another nonfiction book. Well, I went to the library and they had a really pretty display table of nonfiction books. They usually do. And I picked up 4 because impulse control is hard at the library. So yeah, I don't anticipate finishing all of them over summer break. But I couldn't just pick one. So when I finish my nonfiction book that I'm reading right now, then I'll pick up another one. I don't know which one it'll be, but that's a thing that happened. And today, right as school was starting, I pulled out my talk sock to work on it while I was greeting kiddos at the door. and I realized that I had gone too far in a section. So where the pink stitch marker is, that's where I had to rip back to. But now we're back on track. And I did a little bit of work on that sock. And I finished, while I was walking home, I finished the fiber that I had been spinning. So now I'm spinning a third fiber onto my monster skein spindle thing. So yay, good job me, making progress toward that goal. All right, I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes and do like productive chilling. Does anybody else do this? Like, I just spent an hour on Reels, but now I need to spend time doing what I want to do, but that is also kind of productive. Like, does anybody else? I don't know. I feel like if I'm like, oh, all I did was watch Reels, so now I need to jump into doing stuff off my to-do list. If I do that, I'm going to immediately feel burned out. But if I do this preemptive half hour of knitting and reading, then I'll be like, okay, I earned having to do the work now. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It's fine. Arbitrary rules. Ooh, I have another arbitrary rule I think I'm going to make for myself, but I'm going to think about it. It has to do with my Black Friday yarn budget. I'll try to get back to you this week about that. We'll see what happens. Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday. I didn't check back with you last night, so let me give you an update. I did get my whole to-do list done, except make the Instagram post, which I will do today. It's fine. I cleaned one of the bookshelves. Yesterday I said I had 2 bookshelves in my room. That's a lie. I have 3. So I cleaned one of them. One of them does not need to be cleaned and organized because of its placement in the room. It just doesn't collect clutter. But the first one I went through because I knew it was going to be the easier one. And I pulled off, I think, like 10 books to donate or whatever. Where are we going?
Farmer's Market.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, my love, what'd you get at the farmer's market?
Sugar cookies, honey sticks, and honey candy.
That was sugar cookies, honey sticks, and honey candy, and she got lemonade. And Patrick got pasta sauce, and Gabriel got some veggies, and I got peaches and cucumbers and garlic. Oh, and I got cannoli and raspberry scones. Remember when I said if it took me all 4 weeks of summer school to finish this sock, that would be fine? Well, pretty sure that's not going to happen because I am in the heel. I'm going to finish this heel tonight so that when I walk into, and pick up the gusset stitches, so that when I walk into school tomorrow, I'll be set to do gusset increases. But the foot is, it's a sport weight sock, so the foot is short. So I might finish it this week.
Hi guys!
It's been a long time.
Since we went to see a movie, and we're gonna see the second Space Jam movie. Last one starring Michael Jordan. This is about a basketball player, and I heard Zendaya's gonna be in there. She's gonna portray Lola Bunny.
Hello, sunshines. It's, I don't know, probably close to 11 o'clock at night. We had an impromptu family adventure. We were driving home after the movie and we saw that the road that goes to downtown closed at 6, and we're like, oh, what's going on at this evening? Fireworks. Didn't know. So we went to the concert beforehand, got good seats, saw some fireworks, ate some food from food trucks. It was delicious. So if you are sensitive to lights, I'm going to put in some footage of the fireworks starting in about 10 seconds. And happy Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Yes. Work is going to be long because it's going to be a testing day. Just put Patrick at work. Hey friends, so it's after school time and I'm at the park. I did not go for a walk this morning, so I'm going to walk tonight. I'm going to meet my step goal, and then I can hang out on the blanket and knit and read, but I'm gonna walk right now because I'm fairly certain that tonight when I get home I'm not going to want to do anything after picking up Patrick. So, well, I'm not going to want to go walking. I'm going to want to still do things, but not walk probably. Although, I bought myself something as my bonus for doing summer school. It's like a glider or something. I don't know. It's basically like a super compact elliptical with no things for arms. Because then I can't be like, oh, well, it's raining, or it's too hot, or it's too cold. Plus, it's super compact, which I'm excited about. I actually really, really like using, I had an elliptical once upon a time, and I like being able to just walk in my house without, having to walk in my house. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm gonna walk and Pokemon and knit on this sock, which I'm hoping to finish today. Those two beautiful ladies right there getting on that party bus are some of my friends, or some of my colleagues from school. That was exciting. One of them's getting married. I didn't know they were doing pictures here today. All right, friends, step quota is met. I have the sock to the toe, so I'm going to work on that while I read Tears We Cannot Stop. But I thought I would show you I hinted a few days ago that I was going to make arbitrary rules and stuff because I love that. So there's 2 times a year that I make like big purchases of yarn, like in quantity, not just something for a specific project or something like that. And that is during the ZK marketplace and on Black Friday. So I told you how the ZK marketplace went. Well, I want to walk, but I am not motivated. So this is what I'm doing. For every 5,000 steps, I'm going to give myself a $1 for Black Friday yarn shopping. My daily step goal is 7,000 steps, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but struggling to make it if I don't go for my morning walk. So, arbitrary goals. Which one? One of these is in the wrong spot because this one I think. This was the first day. But for some reason I wrote it on the second line, so the second day I did that, whatever. This is yesterday where we walked all the places. That's my plan for making sure that I'm actually walking, because if I have a reward system in place, I'll actually do it. But I can't just be like, oh, I'll give myself $1 for yarn. I need it to have an ending time too. Otherwise I'll be like, it's fine, I don't need it. Hello, friends. It's Saturday morning. They're not over here. I already put them away. I finished the talk socks last night, so yay. I went to sleep at like 6:30 in the p.m. and then woke up at 11 p.m. So then I finished them, I don't know, sometime after that, but counts for yesterday because then I went back to sleep. So talk socks are finished. I do work at the yarn shop today, but I have a couple hours before that. I think I'm going to, bookshelf update, you haven't seen them yet because I did, Tuesday? I did one shelf, and then it was Tuesday because the box that I opened in the basement, the one that I had to go through because I have to go through one box every week, was my knitting books. So then I rearranged things again so that they could fit in my room. Can you believe that I have lived in Michigan for 5 years now and never unpacked my knitting books? It's okay. They're unpacked now. And then I organized my third bookshelf on Wednesday. I still have to do the tops of all of the bookshelves. So I might try to do that today, or I might just read and knit. I think I'm going to read and knit for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to bookshelf for 30 minutes. And then it won't quite be time for me to get ready, so I don't know what I'm going to do after that, but that's my morning plan. Hello, sunshines. It is July 25th. It is Sunday. We are at the beach. We will be here all day. So, which is how I like it. If we're going to make the trip to the beach, I want to be there all day. So, it rained last night, so I don't have my stuff spread out on a blanket yet. The child just grabbed a blanket, but I'm gonna wait to spread everything out. You know what? No, I lied. I'm gonna spread it all out. We actually brought a cooler today. What? So in the cooler, I have sushi and cherries. Mara has strawberries and blueberries. Gabriel has a sandwich over here that I'm gonna put in the cooler. But here's some other snacks that may or may not go in the cooler. We'll see. My breakfast. I have some spinning that I might start. I have a plan that I might start with this blue yarn. That's a secret. This is Thelonious. I have it cast on. I'd like to do the cuff today. We have some more snacks. This is the shorty sock. I am ready to, or I think I'm like one round shy of ready to start the heel. So I'd like to do the heel and pick up the gusset stitches so it's ready to go for school tomorrow. Brought my journal, of course. This is going to be a hexapuff. And I have trough. I'm on section 8. I'd like to get through section 8, start section 9 today. And I have 3 books to read. I only have a few more pages to read in Tears We Cannot Stop for today's quota. And then I frequently take a nap at the beach or lay down on my back and read to stretch out my back muscles. So I have pinned for those times because it's super lightweight and I won't mind holding it over my head. And then when I'm sitting and knitting and reading, I have Unraveled the Dusk. You want to say hi to the people?
Hi!
This is Mara's swimsuit because she lost her swimsuit bottoms. This is the level of busy I wish the beach would stay all day. These are going on the spindle next. I don't know which one to spin. They're so pretty. What color is on my spindle right now? Kind of a purple. Okay, so I think I'm going to spin this, and then this, and then this. No caterpillars today, but I do have a little beetle friend. Camera doesn't want to focus on the beetle. Let's focus on everything else.
Yes.
Rude camera. Rude. Just a little beetle.
Beetle!